Cheers, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Bourbon and Booze. It is Whiskey Day, and a whiskey that I had promised last week, and we did not get to. Some things came up, so this is... hate when we miss episodes, but this is the whiskey from Down Under, so if you are interested, please continue to watch. All right, so this is a whiskey that I was really excited for. It helped complete one of my goals of getting whiskeys from nearly every continent, or liquors from every continent, and other than Antarctica, which is an obvious issue, we have now received a liquor or have a product, mostly whiskey, from every continent in the world, and I'm really super excited about that. Yeah, my goal is to do a tasting of the world for some friends, and we'll see how that goes. But this is the StarWard twofold. It's a double grain Australian whiskey from StarWard Distillery in Melbourne, Australia. It's 40% or 80 proof, and it's called twofold or two grain because it's made from Australian wheat and malted barley. And I did not find an age statement on it. That doesn't mean that it's not aged. Usually people call me out on that, but I did not find an age statement. I'll look and post that in the description, which is going to be right there. One of these days I'll learn my directions. So at $40, or actually, let me rephrase that, at $30, because it varies between about $29 to $40, but the MSRP, I believe, is right at $30. That's going to put it at a really decent and reasonable rate, if you can find it. StarWard was a little bit difficult for me to find at the beginning, and now I see it everywhere, so I'm not sure. It really does surprise me that it's only $30, because the transit haul from Australia has got to be expensive. All right, let's go ahead and go through this. So it's going to be a 2-barrel based off of the price. It's got a very light, delicate aroma. Getting a little bit of the wheat and just hints of the malted barley. A little bit of sweetness, floral aspect. I don't know what that is. It's not vanilla. It's not honey. Maybe honeysuckle. I mean, it's just a floral sweetness to it. Very delicate. Now, I think that they aged this or finished this off in a red wine barrel, so that could be it. No real metallic or medicinal sting, no heavy alcohol to it. Very light and delicate. I must say this is a 3.5 on aroma. Wow. It's almost like it's a scotch, like a subtle blended Speyside scotch. Weird. There's your sweetness. You're getting a little bit of the wheat, the heavy wheat, the baked goods, you know, sugar cookie type aspect to it. It's got that sweetness again. For lack of a better term, I'm going to say it's like a honeysuckle, like that honeysuckle floral sweetness to it. Weird. I do like it though, but yeah, this would really throw somebody in a blind taste where they would think this is a scotch. This is like a really blended, delicate, inexpensive, not cheap, but inexpensive Speyside. Almost like a store brand Speyside, which I actually really enjoy. So don't get me wrong, that's a bonus for me, because when I'm in the UK, one of the first things I do is go to the Aldi's or the Co-ops or the Stanberry's or wherever, and I pick up store brand scotch, blended scotch, because that is my everyday when I'm over there. That's interesting. I'm going to say that's a 3.5 as well. No bite at all. That's a 4 on the bite. It's very pleasant on the back end. It's nice and sweet. The lingering is really minimal. And if there is lingering or an aftertaste, it's that nice, pleasant sweetness, kind of like a sugar cookie. So this is really interesting. And usually when you try whiskeys or liquors from around the world, places you're not normally accustomed to, it is interesting. They have their own flair, and it adds to the whole library of whiskeys or liquors that makes this such a wonderful category of sensory foods and drinks. This is just, this would pair really nicely with a nice kind of like a slow-baked lemon pepper chicken or pork. I really like this, and I'm glad I have it, and it'll be one that I am very happy to share with my guests. But you're here for the final review, and I think between the cost, which is absolutely amazing, decent cost, price point wise, the flavor and the aroma and the bite, I think this is a pretty decent whiskey at 3.5 barrels. This is a really nice, pleasant evening drink. I'm excited to pull out some more StarWard and see what other variations or iterations of their whiskey they have, but right now this is about the only one I can find. I'll keep my eye out for it, but you let me know what you think. I've been to Australia 40 years ago. Is that it? It's been a long time, back in 93 I believe, or 94. So that's not 40, that's 30 years ago. And that was before their liquor blossoming, their whiskey blossoming. And so I do need to make it back and head there in New Zealand and try out all of the different offerings they have. They have legalized, at least New Zealand has legalized home distilling, which I think is amazing and my dream. I would love to be able to do something like that. Unfortunately, here in the U.S., it's not legal. I know lots of people say there's ways you can do it and it is legal, but you got to do this, blah, all that stuff. No, it's just not legal. And so I envy those people in New Zealand and would love to go see what all the cool things they're doing down there. But overall, this is a really decent whiskey. I'm going to say 3.5. That's my opinion. I want to see what you guys think. Make sure you leave those comments below. It's really important that I see how other people think and get your opinions. Make sure you check out all of our other videos Monday through Friday, and we do all sorts of cool things. Fridays we do cocktails with Cody, and they are always a big joy. So make sure you watch that, because it's can get out of hand and it's very hilarious. So all right, remember to hit the like and subscribe. It does mean a lot to us. Check out all of our other videos. Share this channel with your friends. I love to see the growth that we're going through. It just makes me feel really good to know that what I'm doing is what you guys enjoy. So all right, remember, there's no bad whiskey, there's only good whiskey and great whiskey, and this is really good whiskey. Cheers.